Hey, what's up? Big pivot. So ideally today was going to be the day I submit my workshop paper on Gaussian flux, which is combining Gaussians, physics and beauty Gaussians with a passive mesh layer to the 4D vision workshop modeling the dynamic world because the deadline was the 21st, 12 p.m. Pacific, I don't know if I said that word, Pacific time. However, they moved the deadline over to April 2nd, 12 p.m. PST. So that's not something I'm going to go submit now because I don't need to. The paper was in a good state. I just need to run some experiments that were fairly quick to run. They weren't the best, but it's going to be like an extended abstract, so it didn't have to be the best. Um, but yeah, I'm in an interesting position now because like the honest truth of these AI workshops, these AI research conference workshops that I'm submitting to, they're less more. They're not really the goal. They're more so a path to a larger goal of networking. Because my thought process is that if I'm able to go to a conference like CVP or ICLR, NeurIPS, any of those, I can be able to meet people who can a give me guidance, but also a give me more opportunities in rooms I would want to be in, right? So I'm not too held up on this specific conference and getting worried about like, oh, now I have more time or like now I have to do more things. Um, Also, there was another issue that the I was thinking about it last minute, but the 4D vision workshop is actually the best fit for the whole Gaussian flush thing because Gaussian flush is really more about the ideal substrate for a native world model, the ideal representation for a native world model game engine. Right? That's what it's about. With 4D vision, it's more so about understanding 4D scenes and how you create them. So imagine seeing a video like this and creating a Gaussian representation, copying all my movements, maybe even adding sound. How do you do that? Maybe the sound should be able to, maybe if I move around in this room, this environment, the sound shouldn't like be be the same. It should be able to vary. That's something that fits the 4D vision workshop better. So, that's something that Gaussian Flush. So an idea I had was to maybe pivot for a bit and then work on taking a Gaussian spot, taking like a Gaussian spot from Marble, World Labs, and then using a vision language model or some pipeline or some tool to identify certain parts like this is water, this is a grass, this is a tree, to then go adjust the parameters there and rebuild that static Gaussian spot with physics properties. So you'll be able to step in the water, you'll be able to hit the tree and like harder, you wouldn't be able to bend it, you'll be able to like bend the grass because grass is, I won't say more elastic, it's less rigid than wood for sure. But I also don't want to do that because that's not the goal of myself or Star Labs. Remember, Star Labs is the lab I'm working on, the research lab, spatial temporal abstraction representation. That lab is working on those things. But if I was to take this pivot, it will be much too tailored for this workshop. And the workshop is just one of a few that I'm really trying to get into. So I'm just going to submit Gaussian. I'm going to improve Gaussian Flux a bit. Work on the other states of matter, like not the other states of matter, but other properties like rigidness and water, because water is a whole different beast. I'm gonna work on that and submit it to the. I'm gonna submit it to this workshop, the 4D Vision one, and then make an argument for why this is a necessary thing for the future of world models and like having actual 4D scenes be able to be created. And I'm also just gonna apply to other. I'm just going on my notes today. I'm gonna apply to other workshops. Like there's, I know SIGGRAPH. SIGGRAPH has they're really big in computer vision. SIGGRAPH has some stuff, and they have a student poster competition, and they have like a workshop poster competition as well. So I think I'm just gonna put my money in those ones or put my time in those ones because those fit actually better for the whole Gaussian flush thing. Because SIGGRAPH think like simulation and stuff like that. Just basically how can we model reality through computers. Um, so if it's better, I think the deadline, look at it now, it's like in late April, like 21st of April. So by that time, I definitely should be moving on from the ideal representation, but I already have like something good to go, right? I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I do think it's exciting. I'm not like disappointed, like I said before, with the whole delay or extension. I think it's an exciting time because it did push me to develop the scene faster than I probably would have without any deadline or motivator. Um, And I think it's cool 'cause I think even with like by the time I finish this thing, I could show some cool demos. I was thinking of Avatar as a great example of different properties, or yeah, different properties. So think like fluid should move differently, or buoyancy should move differently. I can like just show how that could look, and then I can show like how a world model will be able to probably generate those things. And this is on a side tangent. That I was watching the Amazing Digital Circus the other day. I think that's like one of the best representations of what a world model is, or the capabilities of a world model rather. And funny enough, it was the episode where they revealed it's an AI system. I think so. I think it was the confirmation of it's an AI system, but like just being able to do those things where you can create like entities, NPCs, they dynamic, create objects that have physical properties. So if it's a bouncy ball, it should be able to bend. If it's water, it should be able to splatter. Stuff like that. That's what a world model should be able to do, but also have that spatial understanding, be able to understand the depth, the be able to reason in space. So if I'm here and the camera is over there, the world model should be able to know how to move the camera 5 inches closer to me, right? Or like move it closer to me. Like that should be a command that should be able to interpret and understand properly. And I think that's something that I'm not directly approaching right now. It's actually funny. I've been with the whole Stellar Lab thing, spatial temporal abstraction representation. I've been kind of going like from the end to the beginning of the acronym, because I'm more so working on the representation side now. But I do think that's the foundation. So like if you take Star Labs and like flip it like 90 degrees, it's kind of how I'm approaching this thing bottom up. But yeah, I'm excited. Besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.